Web Hair here. I'm here to do a very special video that I've been looking forward to. I know damn well he's looking forward to it too. Here at the Hair and the Beard, we cover various sports. We do wrestling, pro wrestling, NFL, MMA, hard basketball,
football.
NBA. Yeah, hard on football too. However, little old me decided to look. Hey man, that soccer sport's popular as fuck. It is very popular.
Football, bro.
Football, yes. Or in the UK, football.
Yeah,
it's football,
it's
bro.
football. Yeah.
So I'm thinking, hey, let's fucking branch out. Let's branch out. Let's do it. It's the most popular sport in the world.
Yeah.
Here in the US, I think we're very close-minded, and we think the NFL runs all.
Yeah.
Or the NBA, it dominates.
Yeah.
And for us in this little USA bubble, I think it does.
It
does, right?
Sometimes they're the best, the more popular sports for sure.
However, if you're not in the US, everywhere else, soccer, football, it fucking dominates.
Yeah.
Dominates, right? Recently I was watching the Chelsea game. It was just because I bandwagoned it. I was like, let's see this shit. Let's check this shit out.
Yeah.
It was awesome. There's a lot of cool goals going on. I saw shit that confused me was after the game, they announced Liverpool won the championship, and I was like, Liverpool's not even playing. What the fuck? And then it was a lot for me. So I'm a casual soccer fan, or I'll call it football. I watch when Ronaldo's ass is on,
or
Messi's ass is on. I watch them play because they're the best. I know that they're the best. Or if the World Cup is on,
the World Cup,
I'll watch that shit.
Yeah.
USA or even Mexico because that's our heritage too.
Yeah.
And it's just fun seeing Ronaldo in Portugal and Messi in Argentina.
Yeah.
But that's where I stop. I don't know anything else after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, we're ready to. I think we're ready to branch out.
Yeah.
We're doing this football, soccer, whatever you call it. So to begin, we'll have this. Again, I'm not an expert. This guy is. That's why he's called the Web. He fucking knows everything.
A little bit.
Soccer that's a sport. So my first question about this, and this is for everybody that's getting into it, like me too. Why did Liverpool win the championship when they didn't even play? Because usually that feels like a playoff situation. But that was a title win, right?
Yeah. Because basically in Europe and most of the countries, like each country they first, like however they want to run their league. You could run it however you want to, but usually like 80% of the leagues around the world, whoever makes the most points at the end of the regular season, they win the title. So usually in each league, like each country has its own league, like in England, it's called the Barclays Premier League.
In England, it's what?
Barclays.
It's
basically the Premier League.
The Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
get my fucking notepad down.
And then there's 20 teams. Yeah. It's usually 20 teams in each league. But there's different divisions: first division, second division, third.
Yeah.
So basically, whoever makes the most points at the end of the regular season wins the title. So how Liverpool won the title was because I guess the team that was in second place behind them, they lost, and then mathematically they couldn't pass them or tie them anymore. So they became champions.
And when you're saying points,
points. But points.
Okay.
Each and it's if you win, you get 3 points, and if you tie, you get 1 point.
Okay, because at first I thought goals.
No, not goals. Goals. You could score 20 goals in one game, and you win, and you still gain 3 points.
So they're winning points.
Yeah, if you win the game, no matter 1-0, 2-0, 21-0, whatever. Okay. You still only make 3 points.
And if you tie, you get
1. Yeah, if you tie, both of the teams get 1 point.
And if you lose, obviously 0.
Yeah, 0. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. So that's how Liverpool won the title because the second place team could not. I don't know exactly how many games there were left, but it's supposed there was like 6-7 games left.
Okay.
Mathematically, they could not pass them or tie them any way no more. So that's why Liverpool mathematically won the title. So even though with games left on the season.
And what I saw, they had it's been like 30 years, right, since they've won something like that or more.
It's been a while. I know that for a fact. It's been a while, but because for a long time, Liverpool was the dominant team in England for a long time. But then recently, Manchester United surpassed them.
Okay.
I think they won their 19th title, Liverpool, right now, and Manchester United has 20 titles. So they're still not the most winningest team in the league as Manchester United.
So Manchester United, they're. So
it's one of the most popular teams.
One of the most popular, and they're like one of the highest grossing teams.
Oh yeah, like in the world, but in any sport.
Okay,
they're like in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah. All right, so fuck it. Yeah. Liverpool, they won the Barclays
Premier League.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now I've heard of this term called La Liga.
Yeah.
Okay, and automatically, probably being Hispanic, I think that's the Mexican league.
Yeah,
right?
No. Well, it's called. The Mexican league is called Liga MX.
I'm gonna shut this shit up. I think. I'm sounding all stupid.
Yeah, the Mexican league is called Liga MX.
La Liga MX.
Liga MX.
MX. Okay.
Yeah, and the La Liga is called in Spain. That's how they call it in Spain. The La Liga.
So when I hear regular La Liga, when I hear them talking about it on ESPN, that's Spain.
It's Spain. Yeah.
Okay.
Usually they're referring to
La
Spain.
Liga MX is Mexico.
Yeah, Liga MX. Yeah. And right here, obviously, in the United States, is the MLS.
Well, that I do know.
Yeah, that's it's called the Major League Soccer. Basically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think I got that squared away. Yeah. Before this, because I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking researching really hard. I'm like, oh, this is like the first video I've been nervous to do. Like, there's one I'm not gonna fucking dominate. There's something called, and you talked to me about it, called a Champions League.
Oh yeah, the
Champions League. So as far as that goes, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's the best 2 or 3 teams of each league in Europe. Like, but you still need to qualify for it. Like if you get like in first, second, or maybe even third place in your league, you automatically qualify to the Champions League. And there's also not just Champions League; it's called the Europa League. It's called. It has like the teams that and their league that get like I think it's like 4th, 5th place on them. And that's like kind of like the baby sister of the Champions League. It's kind of like it's the Europa League. That's what it's called. So, but speaking about the Champions League, it's the best teams. Like usually, it's like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, Bayern Munich, freaking, and Germany, and Germany, obviously, and France, Paris Saint-Germain, and freaking Olympique de Lyon. Like usually, those teams are the main ones that always participate because they win the title or they're in first, second place all the time.
Okay, and again, this is just from an outside perspective. Is Ronaldo still the best player, or is Messi, or the both of them, or there's some?
It depends. Well, right now, there's a lot of young players coming out, like Mbappe. He plays for Paris Saint-Germain and Paris. He's like 21, 22 years old. Yeah, he's super fast, athletic. You know, he won the title with PSG this season. So there's a lot of upcoming young players. But because Messi and Ronaldo are already getting up there in age.
They're older.
Yeah, they're like 30.
They have. Do you think they have one more World Cup in them?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so they got one more.
Yeah, no, they still have. They're like 33. I'm not mistaken, maybe around there. But now they have another World Cup for sure. And
probably one more though, right?
One more, but there's been players that played like they're like almost 40 years old.
Oh, shit.
But mainly goalkeepers. They're like the ones that get into up there to their 40s and they're still playing because it's not as demanding physically as running all the time. Okay,
so Champions League though, back to that. The Champions League. That's the best teams from the leagues, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just to stop confusion.
Yeah.
It's not like Portugal versus Argentina.
No, not the countries. It's the clubs. Okay. All the clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. Even we could put Sevilla in there.
So how many countries play in the Champions League?
Well, the clubs that could participate in the Champions League, all the countries in Europe, all that are in Europe, like Russia, Portugal, freaking Ukraine, Holland, Great Britain, like England, freaking Scotland, Italy, all the countries in Europe that they could participate. And like I said, if for example in the Champions League, I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 64 teams when the competition
Holy
starts.
shit.
It's something like that when the competition starts, but they're in groups of 4. So there's Group A. It's like it could be Real Madrid, Juventus. I'm just saying, like I'm gonna say a good like Juventus, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Manchester United. I'm just saying that, but usually the best teams, they don't put them all together. They scatter them. They put like lower tier clubs, and then
is that just Europe though?
Yeah,
is
Champions League.
Europe? Yeah.
Well, and over here and Central America, we have Central America, North America, and it's called like CONCACAF Champions League. So it's
I've heard of that.
Yeah, CONCACAF Champions League, because the
like a mini World Cup.
Yeah, because the federation that represents all the countries in Europe is called UEFA. That's why it's called the UEFA Champions League. Right here, the federation that represents Central America and North America is called CONCACAF. So it represents United States, Canada, Mexico, and all those Central American countries like Salvador, Honduras.
But in that, isn't that the countries playing each other?
Yeah. That's the confederation that represents those countries. But then that confederation makes a tournament for the clubs in those countries. That's why it's called Champions League. It's called like the most popular players. I mean the clubs. And
so, but for example, real quick, in that Champions League,
they
won't invite like the winner from the MLS.
No.
Okay, yeah.
It's all in their confederation.
Okay.
Yeah, because UEFA is for the Europe League, and CONCACAF is for the Central America and North America. And like for example, for South America, it's called the CONMEBOL. That's why they call that confederation that represents them.
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah,
I feel like I can feel the knowledge right now.
What you forget in a couple minutes.
Yeah. It's all great stuff.
Yeah.
It's all great stuff for sure. In the Champions League though, for example, I know Ronaldo's team is Juventus, right? And then Messi's is Barcelona.
Yeah.
So there's a situation where they can play each other.
Oh yeah, they could. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and real quick too, it's kind of, I would say, kind of like a version of our Pro Bowl in the NFL, right? Something similar,
kind of,
but more teams, obviously.
Always, because
obviously,
because like last year it was Ajax against, I think, Juventus.
Yeah.
And if I'm not, Ajax against Juventus, and Ajax was an underdog team. Nobody. Ajax is a team from Amsterdam. They didn't expect for that team to reach the final.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was just like, you know what I mean. Like they eliminated, I think, Barcelona. They eliminated like top teams in the world. So it could be, but most of the time is Barcelona against Manchester United or Real Madrid against Juventus, or most of the time.
Okay, and then so this Champions League too. I like the way that shit sounds.
Yeah.
It's not like that is. You know how the Pro Bowl is here.
Yeah.
The NBA All-Star Game. People, they don't try real hard.
Oh no, dude!
They give a fuck. Right?
That's the most important competition behind the World Cup.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Because the World Cup, most of the time you see all the best players in the world. But they just say Ronaldo is the best player in the world. You know, for some players.
Yeah.
But what if Portugal they have whatever players? I mean, but actually Portugal has pretty good players, but he's not gonna do everything himself, even though he needs a little bit of help. You know what I mean? But in the Champions League, there's a lot of good players with from different countries in the same team. You know what I mean? Like for example, if for example Barcelona decides to buy Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi and Ronaldo could play together, but I don't see that happening. Like, you know what I mean? Sadly, but.
For comparison's sake, it would kind of be like, let's say the Patriots won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Or last year the Chiefs did.
Yeah.
It would be like if the Chiefs and the Canadian Football League.
Yeah.
Their champion got in the tournament with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And Arena Football League, let's say their champion.
Yeah.
It would be kind of like that, right? Something similar, like the champions from each league.
Well, kind of, but. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
But obviously the competition's not.
Yeah.
And football's so small that it's just this country.
Soccer's all over the world. Yeah.
Because there's a Chinese NFL league. I mean, a Chinese football league.
Too, for example,
for the NFL. I mean, for the NFL, for American football. But they wouldn't compare to the United States, American football.
But it's very regional. Like UEFA, that's why it's called the UEFA Champions League. That's why it's just in Europe. Clubs that Europe countries.
Yeah.
And here's the CONCACAF. It's just Central and North America clubs in those countries. You know what I mean? It's just very regional. So, but there'll be an exception. Like for example, it's also called the Euro. It's called Euro. That's when the Europe countries like France, Spain, England, they play national team. They play, and it's called the Euro. And then that's when that they play like a competition between all the countries right there in Europe. Now that's the country national team are playing like, and freaking CONMEBOL is called Copa America, and in South America is called Copa America.
Okay.
And then actually there's been in the past that competition have invited countries from like Japan, and it's kind of weird. Like, why you like Mexico has participated in that, and Mexico's not part of CONMEBOL, and they're not part of that federation.
Like special guests.
Yeah, like a special guest.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and but soccer is very like if you know soccer, you understand what I'm saying. But if you're not, if I say like for example, I'm gonna tell you this: if and if you win the Copa America, whoever wins their own I guess you could say regional title, I guess like Copa America, if like Argentina wins it, they get to go to play the before the World Cup each year. There's the Confederations Cup.
I've heard of that too.
Yeah,
yes.
Because that's like a little mini tournament before the World Cup. It's kind of like a little mini World Cup with only like 8 countries, something like that. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a Gold Cup too.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I've seen that.
That's
for the US.
That's the CONCACAF one. Yeah.
Okay.
So whoever wins the Gold Cup, like Mexico, Salvador, United States, they go and represent CONCACAF. They represent the whole CONCACAF now. They're representing the Confederations Cup. So if like whoever wins in their like the CONMEBOL, the Copa America, if Argentina wins it, they represent the whole. They're representing Brazil. They're representing the federation, and then they play. That's like a little mini World Cup. And before that's like a little, and they play in the country that the World Cup is gonna be hosted. Like, and I'm excited because in 2028, no wait, what year? 2024, 26. I mean 2026. The World Cup is gonna be here in the United States.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
but we're splitting it with Mexico and Canada.
Yeah. I'm super excited.
Go, bro.
Dude, I'm 100% going, dude. Because I don't know the next time I'm gonna be able to go.
Yeah, no, that'll be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's gonna get wild.
Yeah,
dude.
it's gonna be wild. So I'm excited for that for sure.
No, for sure. Well, I think that's a lot for me to take in. It is. I'm not gonna lie, and it's a lot. I think for the newcomers too. But I do feel very informed. Yeah. We don't need you on the show anymore. No. In all honesty, you're a great asset, bro. Because again, soccer is the biggest sport in the world, and obviously you're very fucking informed in it.
I know a little bit.
Yeah, humble guy. So we're in it. We're in it now. We're gonna be covering.
Like every. Like current, what's current with different.
We're gonna cover
who wins this because in Spain it's a very tight race between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Yes. They're only 1 point. Real Madrid is ahead of Barcelona by 1 point. Yes. So it's up in the air. Who's gonna win it?
Up in the air. And what's the next big thing we're looking forward to right now?
In soccer,
okay, real quick. Are you being like an actual soccer fan, like a avid? Do you yourself call it soccer or football?
Well, go
ahead.
Well, because I've been Americanized with the American culture here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I call it soccer, but
you're a sellout, bro.
Because I love I'm gonna call it American football, but I love football. So in my head, I'm already I call football. You know what I mean? Like
think of
football, Raiders. Yeah, when
Patriots,
I say football, so that's why I say soccer. Like you don't know. And but speaking
it's my fault.
Yeah, but if I speak in Spanish, I call it football. You know what I mean? I don't call it soccer. No, I say football. You know? So
No, for sure. So next thing we're looking forward to is in the soccer world, football world. We're looking at the tight race between
Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Okay.
Like for example, in Germany, the Bayern Munich already won the title. And in Italy, I think Juventus already won the title too. Because it's been they had a long lag because everything stopped around the world because of
Corona.
Yeah, so we'll see what. Hopefully, it doesn't shut down again because. No, it's not getting any better. So
yeah, no, for sure.
Hopefully.
But we're in it now. We're here to cover it. We're doing this. Soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. Whoever here. Oh,